video is sponsored by Surfshark. What is happening, guys? We're Craig and Amy and you are watching Kinging It.
And this is our Mercedes Vario 814D called Custard. She's been through 3 rounds of upgrades, but this is our final van tour, showing you everything we've done in the last 12 months, all of the upgrades, and we think she's pretty perfect.
To introduce you to our channel and what Kinging It is all about, have a watch of this. For the last 7 years, we've been putting our motto of rule your own world into major practice. After battling cancer and surviving a broken neck, we decided that life really was too short not to experience this world. After driving a camouflage Fiat Panda across the world and buying a tuk-tuk in India to drive the length of the country, we arrived at our next challenge, Custard the bus.
As most people's van life journeys begin, we won our bus on eBay without even viewing it. This yellow pensioner landed on our eBay search and we just knew we had to have her. We had zero DIY experience and she needed a full-on revamp. Luckily, we've got a lot of good friends and the first renovation we managed to turn around in 6 weeks with a lot of help from friends and family. We then shot off to Europe and it was sensational. When we came back home, we decided it was time for Custard Renovations 2.0. Mark, cut out the rust and rebuilt the bus with some new non-holy metal. She was looking class. Just to add to her glow up, we got her a new spray job and finally a vintage matte wrap featuring our Kinging It crown in a gloss finish. Our next mission was to the Scottish Highlands, where we learned that in van life, or just our lives in general, not everything goes to plan.
The pipe's just burst!
And if you're thinking about starting van life, you better enjoy fixing things, mate. From being total noobs on our first trip to Europe, it's not turning on, and learning a little bit more in Scotland about what works and what doesn't, in December last year we were forced to come home from Scotland and decided to add a few more upgrades to Custard.
Madness!
And then we took her around Wales for 10 weeks. It was this trip that we knew exactly what we needed to finish her once and for all with a Custard the Bus 3.0 renovation. Now we think she is as close to perfect as we could get her. Come rain or shine, winter or summer, this bus has everything we need for a brilliant trip away. Stay tuned to see the game-changing upgrade later in the video.
Alright guys, this is our tiny home. Welcome to Custard the bus. Let's start at the back.
Look at your little robe, babes. Why are you hiding under there?
Nothing, stop it. It was £2 at a car boot sale. Felt quite sassy. I just want to say, if you've got an outfit that you love, you're trying to keep it for a special occasion, for a wedding or something, don't. Just wear it whenever you fancy. I put this on, it's a bit over the top for a van tour, but I fancied it and it makes me feel good.
Good for you, babes.
So don't wait, wear it. So this is the bedroom area. We've done 3 major upgrades. One of our biggest upgrades being the air conditioning. I don't know too much about it. It hasn't been installed properly yet. We just rushed to do it so we could put it in the van tour. But it is a 12 volt Indel B air conditioner roof situation. It wasn't recommended to us. There's little to no reviews online, so we're hoping and praying that when we go on our next tour next week, follow along, we'll be able to use it and it'll be good. Situated right above the bedroom. We thought we'd put it there because in the night we can just have it on us if we're in a hot country like Morocco or Spain, no spoilers. This for me was an absolute must. We're planning on going to hotter climates next week and none of our windows open in Custard, so it is like a sweat box. I was just saying earlier, if we wanted to grow marijuana, Craig, we'd be millionaires. This is the perfect place.
We've got no idea if it works, how loud it is, if it's going to drain our batteries, but we'll keep you posted. So as soon as it is wired up, we're going to test it out in some hot weather.
Yeah, next week.
And we'll let you know if it's any good. Look at your little pole, babes. Tell them about your new pole with your lights.
Well, I'm feeling really sassy, and I wanted some more. You're not a real van lifer if you haven't got fairy lights, are you?
No.
So this is just a curtain pole and fairy lights from IKEA. Super cheap. I hope it looks nice and not random. But yeah, I like it. I do like to take a fair few suitcases away with me when I go on holiday, much to Craig's dismay. So I felt like we needed a cupboard for our pants, just for our pants. So these here, look at that, perfection. And we've got another one here. There's no pants in there because we haven't packed yet. If you're new around here and you've never seen our bedroom, this is it in a nutshell. Curtains. Magnetic ring blommers from IKEA. Cupboards. Oh. Light switches, USBs, and a security camera / OnlyFans camera. Best thing about this is, if Craig's farted, I can open the door and let some air in. You want to see where I keep my clothes? The next upgrade is the gas strut on our bed.
Go on, babes, put your back into it.
Where's the bit of thing? Look at that. Voila! Voila! That's our beautiful gas strut. We don't really know much about it or how many neurons or neutrons it is. We tried so many different versions with this, but the one in the middle seems to be the one that works the best. So that's what we've settled on.
So this one's got two little L brackets at the top and at the bottom. So if you're going to do a gas strut, make sure it's a meaty one, because this lifts the whole bed without any problems. And we've got like a little rope here. You just pull that up to lift it.
So under the bed is where we keep all of our things, most of my clothes, most of my 5 suitcases that I've taken. But we haven't packed yet, so it's pretty clean under there.
Gancho!
Oh, I should have bloody known. No, this is thin material, Craig, don't do that. And just quickly while we're here, these are our blackout blinds that we stick on Custard's windows when we want to go to sleep. So we've got a very reliable Chinese diesel heater under here.
Don't jinx it.
Which heats the whole bus. It's worked perfectly. It's the best thing we own.
Don't hurt yourself, love.
Before we carry on with the van tour, we would like to thank our lovely sponsor, Surfshark. Surfshark will protect you when you're on the World Wide Web. In the physical world, if you were going to Australia, you would protect yourself. Oh, bloody rude. If you were going on safari in Africa, you would protect yourself.
Remember folks, if you see any lions, do not be scared.
If you were hiking in Canada, you would protect yourself.
We're out in the boot in the woods, eh bud? Lucky I've got my taser. Oh my god, it's a bear!
So why in everyday life, when you're on the internet 13 hours a day, would you not think to protect your digital life? You're gonna need Surfshark, mate. Surfshark is a private network service that will protect and hide your personal data, like your bank account details, so hackers cannot gain access to them. You simply turn it on and you can browse, shop and bank online worry-free. Just go to surfshark.deals/RYOW for 83% off and 3 months for free.
Next major upgrade, composting toilet, baby!
Yay!
If you followed our videos, especially our first ever van life trip, you would have seen the dramas that we had with the chemical toilet.
Oh, I think it smashed me in the eye, Craig. Oh my god.
And there's a number of reasons why we hate the chemical toilet. One, because everything goes into one place. You have to like empty it every 3 or 4 days, which means you have to find a campsite or somewhere you can empty it, and it just becomes a pain in the ass. We've wanted a composting toilet for ages, and you guys all recommended the Simplu, so that's what we've gone for. So let me show you this bad boy. So this is her. We haven't used it yet, so it's alright for me to be this close and touching it and smelling it. It looks like a normal toilet. Beautiful, it fits in here just perfect as well. So there's a separator on the toilet. Your pee goes in the front, poop goes in the back. And there's also, which I love about this, usually you have to vent like any sort of composting toilet so you get an airflow. The great thing about the Simplu is it's got this carbon filter, so you don't have to vent it out the side of the bus. And there's a switch on it. After you've done a little plop, turn it on, and it sucks all the bad air into a carbon filter on the side of the toilet.
I didn't know that.
Do you not know that? No.
No, that's class.
It's brilliant, isn't it? So yeah, it takes away all the bad smells. The filter lasts for about a year, I think, and then you have to switch it out.
Brilliant.
Pee bottle comes with this little sensor, and as soon as it touches the water, like as soon as it gets to the top,
that's so cool.
your pee thing's full, mate. You need to empty it. So once you're done, it's got a handle on it. It's also got a lid, so you could put the lid on first. That's probably the better way to do it.
Yeah.
And then you just take that to a toilet, pop it in. Once you've had a poo, you got this special container next to the bin, which is full of sawdust. We've ordered a little scoop. So you do a plop, scoop some sawdust over the top like a little hamster, and chuck it back down. So if you use this code here, you can get 5% off your very own Simplu. You're welcome, lads. If you've never seen our bathroom before, this is the rest of it. We've got a brush which hangs here, there's hooks for towels, there's a little basket for your shampoos and stuff, nice big mirror, shower with a mixer tap, and also an epoxy resin floor with our King in It crown on it. Another ultimate upgrade in Custard the bus. Diesel heater plumbed into the bathroom becomes a drying room, mate. If you're going to build a van, you have to do that. Alright, before we show you the next upgrade, I'm going to quickly show you our living room if you've never seen it before. This is my favourite space. We can have sleepovers with friends, and we've also got loads of room to host people as well. So we've had heaps of people in here for like Mexican nights and cocktails and drinks, board games. We've had my nieces over to sleep. We also have epic cinema nights in here as well. It's pretty good there.
Yeah, I love it.
One of my favourite features, surfboard rack holder. Saw it on Instagram. It's really easy if you want to add one. It's just these little D hooks. And then this little thing here like you have for your washing line. This seat actually pulls out into a bed. It's for little people, but if you're little then you can come and sleep over. We've got storage under this one, and also the ducting for the diesel heater, which comes out from here as well as the bathroom. We've got a Carver water heater, and the switch to turn on the water heater is by here.
It's older than my nan, that one.
It's pretty ancient,
Yeah.
but it works like a treat.
It's fine.
Water takes about 20 minutes to heat up. We've also got the diesel heater controller here. Batteries and the inverter live under this seat, and there's a little bit of storage this side.
Let the people know what our battery setup is. You know they're going to want to know.
So we got 3 100 amp hour lithium batteries. We've got a Victron 3000 watt inverter. We've got 2 B2B chargers and an MPPT 100 solar smart controller, something like that. And on the roof, we've got 300 watts of solar.
Fabulous.
We've also got more plugs here for charging our laptops, USBs, and also we've got sensors for the grey water and the freshwater tank. Retro as well, but I love them. Final part of the living room is this table, which is hidden in this box. Our good friend Steve built this. Thanks, Steve, we love it, mate. So it comes out of here. It's a bit of a Jenga puzzle, but once it's up, it gives us room to record our podcast. We can both edit on our laptops, we can have dinner, breakfast, whatever you like. No more cholera for us. The next upgrade. We got a new filter for the water!
Yay! We're not gonna die!
The last one was terrible and it made the water taste horrendous, but now, oh baby!
Wasn't it like 13 quid though, the one we got before?
Sweet, sweet nectar. The last one was very cheap. This one was a little bit more pricey, but our friends Tanya and Adam put it in their van and it is a game changer.
What is it?
I don't know.
Just gonna try and find the name of it for you guys.
So it's a Nature Pure.
Nice.
I'll link it below. Everything in here that we can link, that's possible to link, we'll link. So just have a look in the description. Plumbed that myself, love, so.
Okay, so a little quick tour of the kitchen. We've got a fold-out drawer. Pull-out drawer, which is wonderful for all of our food. We've got lots of storage underneath as well. My favourite thing is these little catches, because when we're driving along, when we didn't have them, everything would fly out and it'd just scare the bejesus out of us. So they are a must on any van. We've got an 80 litre Dometic fridge, which is a great size for us, and it also comes with a freezer. So when you're having margaritas and friends over, you can have cold drinks, and you can put ice lollies in there if you're big kids like us. Just above, we've got a little bit of storage, just where we just keep our trays for when we do the dishes. That catches all the water. This is just our cleaning cupboard with a fire extinguisher, because when Craig cooks curry, sometimes it's dangerous. You've got to be careful when he's cooking. So that's all in there.
And a little bin as well.
The bin. The masterpiece of a sink. This is our Belfast sink that we got from IKEA. Really deep, really nice. I love it.
Sprinkler tap.
Sprinkler tap. This is Craig's favourite thing ever.
Look at that.
You can go from that to that, and you can spin it all around.
Absolute winner.
Sprinkler tap. On to our Thetford oven. If you just come down with me. Want a pizza? Don't need to deliver. You can come to Custard the Bus and have a pizza. Anything goes in there. That's gas. It's really good, isn't it?
It's alright, like.
Solid.
Double the times for cooking because it's a bit slow.
A little bit slow. She's slow.
But she does the job, you know?
She does, yeah. Solid bit of kit there. We don't need to see in there. Nobody needs to see that. Got some overhead storage on either side, and these hooks here, this is where we hang our cinema screen.
Tell them about the
Spice
spice rack,
rack,
love.
of course.
You van life wanker?
You know I'm a van life wanker because I've got a spice rack there, which never ever gets used, ever. It just kind of stops our curries from splashing on the wallpaper. Does the job. We have a 2-hob burner. What's it called?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. A 2-hob burner, which is gas. So let me just show you what we do with our gas. This is one of our big upgrades also. Not forgetting Keith the kettle that puts in elevator shift.
Also, it's not in the kitchen, but we've got a NutriBullet blender, which is wicked for like watermelon shakes and protein shakes, whatever you want to shake, really.
Stick with a pizza, love. This little white plastic thing is where we connect our gas. If you want to know where to fill it up, you just Google LPG fill up. It'll take you somewhere. It costs about £11 to fill up, so you don't have to get a new bottle every time. Why are you smiling at? I know what I'm talking about. About £11.
Google LPG, I'll take you somewhere.
Lasts about 3 months for the whole bottle, and it's basically recycling, isn't it? You can just refill the bottle, so it's good for the planet. Google LPG fill-up points and they're dotted everywhere. Google will take you to one. Our gas bottle is in the boot, but we recommend if you're just starting your van build is to put an underslung bottle under your van. Keep it all neat and tidy underneath.
And save some space in the boot, innit?
Doesn't take up much room then.
Alright, welcome to the boot. Last time we decided to take out our 210 litre water tank and it was a massive mistake.
It was.
We had 105 litres and it just didn't last long at all. So we've got a better setup now because the last one took up the whole of this part of the boot. So now we've got a lot of extra space for like tools and chairs and things like that. But we've got the same amount of water that we had before, which is class. We've also added, which is a really cool little section, a water fill-up point on the outside. So before we'd have to open the boot, like when it was chucking down with rain, I'd have a hose pipe in here, like everything would get wet. But now we just go over here, pop the hose on there, and then there's like a little overflow pipe, so as soon as it starts pouring out the pipe, you know it's full. Absolutely class. Not sure if you saw the hole I put in the bus.
Keeps trying to blame me, didn't he? I wasn't driving.
Well, I think it was someone else. I think a driver came past in the night, we didn't hear it, knocked a big hole. Anyway, it's fixed, look at that. I learned how to fiberglass and do bodywork with Gary.
Brilliant.
Sprayed it up. The paint doesn't quite match, but no one will notice that, it's fine.
So we bought you an £800 licence to be able to drive this bus and you crashed it. Is that what you're saying?
I was just trying to be a nice guy. I was reversing for someone and there was a wall in the way.
Oh.
Shit happens, doesn't it? Show me little seat, babes. Go on.
So this is my co-pilot seat where I sit. Put my seatbelt on and we drive around like that into the summer, into Europe and Scotland and places like that. Got a fan just because the windows don't open and we didn't have the aircon. Not much breeze comes through, just a little 12-volt fan. And just down here we've got motorhome Wi-Fi. It's 5G, it's super good. We've got a booster on the roof because we work predominantly online. We need to have Wi-Fi like wherever we go. So it is a very good Wi-Fi box. If I want to work on the road, which I usually don't because I get really travel sick, I've got some plugs that I can plug my laptop into. I've got the light switches here, a couple of USBs down there to charge my phone. Everything I need really. Drinks holder with a little crown engraved in it. It's a lovely area, if I do say so myself.
Spoiled cow, aren't you? So she didn't mention this, I don't know why because it's a masterpiece, but this doubles up. It's a shoe storage under there.
We need to clean that, Craig.
And also a footrest. Good to you and I, love.
It's literally nearly bedtime, look how dark it's got. You can tell how long we've been doing this for.
It's been a while. We're a little bit rusty, but it's fine. So onto the driver's seat. This is me. Nice little bouncy seat. What have we got in here? We got some switches. We disconnected the door so they don't work because they're just annoying.
Yeah, it's an electric door, isn't it? Like a proper bus. It's really cool.
It's really cool, but it's also really slow. And when you're in France and you have to get the ticket, Amy has to open that door because it's the opposite side.
Yeah.
and so we just turned it off because it's just annoying. We've got a reverse camera here, which is no longer on the back because I reversed it into a wall.
Oh.
So I need to reconnect that at some point.
We'll do that.
Stereo, and also this is another upgrade here. Crown above my seat.
Love it.
King in it, baby! If you haven't already, go to our shop. 10% off till tomorrow night. Get yourself some King in it merch. Wrap the crown.
Put a bit of walnut there, Craig.
Walnut!
On the dash.
There's also storage here as well, which I've got rid of loads of stuff because Amy had like a steamer, an iron, and ironing boards, bloody all kinds of crap in there. So I've got rid of most of it, but it's still full. Look at that.
Brilliant.
So we've got, it's mainly like exercise equipment in there that
Who's using that?
it's got a lot of dust on it. And then in the top one here is where we keep our drone and my surfboard fins and other random bits of crap.
Bits and bobs, yeah.
So that is it, but we have got one final major upgrade on Custard the bus. You're gonna love it! I'm gonna love it, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't tell about the pull-up bar. We got a pull-up bar too, look at this. We built a bike rack! Ever since we bought Custard, we wanted a bike rack on the back. So much so that we actually bought a scooter after our first build. I got a license for it, and then we sold it because we couldn't find the right setup for the back. And now we've done it.
We've done it!
We've done it. So it's actually an old piece of motorway crash railing.
Oh, I hope that isn't...
I hope it's not a bad omen.
Yeah.
And we've put some bits of steel underneath, and it's all bolted in nicely. We've got a trailer board which is hooked up to the light, so it's all legit.
Legit.
We've also attached it with this little clampy thing here on the seat post. We built a wheel hoop thing here, so we like strap it through there. We've got a ratchet strap that goes around that. There's a lock on it, so it's nice and secure, and there's also a cover, so it's completely covered, and there's a hole for the little bit on the back. But how good is that? So this is our new electric bike. They're not actually available yet. They're out of stock till September. So we're going to be testing it out on our next trip, and we'll let you know how it is. But so far, it's pretty sexy, isn't it? So lads, that is it for our van tour. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you've loved Custard. Give us a thumbs up if you have.
So give us a thumbs up. So if you want to stick around, give us a subscribe, because we are going away next week. We're going somewhere very exciting. And yeah, just you can follow along. Like maybe you might want to go yourself. You might want a little itinerary. We'll make sure we pick out the best spots to go to.
Also, don't forget there's 10% off on the King in It shop. So head over and use the code KINGSTAGRAM for 24 hours only. So get it while you can.
Yeah.
Other than that, we wanted to say, like, this bus has taken us about 2 years to get to this stage.
Yeah.
We bought it with no viewing, no experience, and we were just like, let's just do it.
Let's do it.
So obviously this is the end result of a lot of hard work, and we've had a lot of great people help us out as well. We've been lucky like that. But if you're thinking of doing it, you obviously don't, you know, have to get a massive vehicle. You could start with a smaller one if you fancy, but just if you've got that urge, go out there and just go for it. Save your pennies, because it's one of the best things you'll ever do.
It really is. This van for us is just like freedom.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to book a flight, you don't have to pay like extra money because UK staycations are so expensive right now. You just jump in it, fill it with food, fill it with water, and off you go. It really is. It's such a dream.
And just a big shout out to the van life community as well. You are a bunch of legends. A few weeks ago we mentioned about our friend Steve being diagnosed with cancer and how he's unable to work and unable to finish his van. So we shared the GoFundMe that his family set up, and you all donated so much money, and he's so grateful. Yeah. So we popped in to see him today, me in the hospital.
We did, yeah.
And he wanted to record a little message for you all, so this is it.
Well, look who I've had come visit.
Yay!
Thanks for coming to see me today, guys. I just wanted to say to all your viewers, thank you so much for all the donations you've given. It's been absolutely amazing support.
Don't you make me cry.
I know. But yeah, the support's been amazing. We put some the money towards you've donated towards the van. that I've been building. I've had so much help with it, and you know, I'd like to thank everyone that's given me all the help for the van. It's going to go towards the family. Sorry, breaking up, crying. And yeah, their followers are amazing. You're all amazing guys, and keep it up, and just do whatever you want to in your life. Make your life happy, because you never know what can happen. Okay, it can just take you from whatever you want to do too quickly. So you make sure you live your life and you rule your own world. Okay,
Your own world.
rule your own world. Love these two, they're amazing. Alright guys.
From the bottom of our hearts, guys, thank you so much for everything you've donated to Steve, and to everybody who is chipping in to help Steve finish the van. I'm going to go down and do some work with Gary, hopefully, and fit some bits. But yeah, thanks again, guys.
I think Steve put it pretty brilliantly. You know, don't wait for something to happen for you to go out and rule your own world. Get it done. If you've got a dream, make it happen, you know? This is your life, and you're the one that's in control of it, so you can take it in whatever direction you want. So just go for it, guys. Always remember, rule your own world.
1, 2, 3, bye!
Alright guys, let's get into it.
Alright, Nan. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Ow! That's a bruise, that is. So you Google LPG and it'll take you...
LPG fill-up.
So you Google LPG fill-up and it'll take you to a fill-up. LPG, and there's...
LPG fill-up points. LPG fill-up points.
If you were heading down under, you'd protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
If you were going down under, you protect yourself.
We're out in the boot in the woods. We're out in the boot in the boot. Out in the boot. If you see any lions, do not be scared.
Get your belly out. Go.
And if you see any lions, do not be scared.